Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 4 between EHOME and LGD. This is a best of 5 series, and we could be down to our final game. Yaleson, who's joining me today, you predicted a 3-1 EHOME. It's still looking pretty strong.
Yep. I mean, if LGD want to take this series, they have to address EHOME's early game play style. And I don't know, I feel like EHOME are just kind of waiting for it too. I wouldn't be surprised to see EHOME change their draft entirely if LGD commit to that kind of playstyle.
Okay, so you're that heavy on EHOME. I can see it.
Yeah.
I could also see LGD making a full 5-game comeback. I feel like in Game 1 they almost had the high ground defense. Game 2 they stomped them. So maybe LGD also might need a time.
I definitely agree with you on that. I think a lot of it is just going to come down to the draft. I think that the strategy in the draft is what's losing them these games.
Okay. Well, LGD does have the overall first pick. Well, what's really the common first pick of this series? I think it's been really different every game, right?
Yeah, it's been different. I think as we saw Nick's first game, and then was it Kunkka second game?
Kunkka last game.
The last game. Okay. I mean, it was between Nix and Kunkka. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw SD as well.
Sure. And I think EHOME has learned their lesson. They first phase banned the Oracle, because that's definitely the hero that's been giving them the most trouble.
Okay, Sand King was the other one.
Right. Okay. Yes, Sand King has been consistently a first pick hero, but I think Sand King hasn't really been the big factor in these games. Do you think?
I think he was a pretty big playmaker in
the last game,
all of his games, except for the first game.
Right.
Like I said, he was gonna beat that Timbersaw, but nothing really came out of it, and he didn't really showcase much of anything.
All right, first face Rubik once again. I think that's like the third time in a row here for EHOME. All right, they're gonna have to Nyx as well. This looks like the opening of that Pugna draft.
You know what? I'm starting to think that they would like Rubik so much because, one, Lana plays him really well, and two, it complements their early game playstyle, because no field is more powerful than you would imagine.
Well, here's the thing. You don't get no field till level 8. At least the way that Lanham's been skilling it, he's going 2-3-0. So I'm not sure how much of that point stands. And also, I don't think Rubik is just a good early game support. He's making early game plays because he's Lanham, but I feel like you could do that with a different hero and maybe get more result.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I say early game, it's like not really
like 15-20 minutes, you think?
Like 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like whatever comes before the mid game area. So like I would say mid game probably 25 to 30 ish is where it's kind of starts.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. Rubik definitely picks up a lot once no field as well as the spell steal gets online. All right, we're gonna see a Dazzle in terms of lane support as well as, you know, if you're playing for that first 10-15 minutes, Dazzle is quite good.
Yeah, bypassing the no field.
Sure.
Physical damage.
10 seconds to go.
Although I'm not sure if Dazzle's gonna have a good time against the Nyx assassin. Essentially guarantees a kill for Nyx every time if he finds him solo. Mana burn's gonna be great against him. Even if you don't do a ton of damage to Dazzle, that man needs his mana pool to function in fights.
Yeah, I agree. And not every game are you gonna be able to farm as much as Garter was able to last game on Dazzle.
What, Arcane Boot Mech and Wand in like 15 minutes or something?
Yeah, that's the power of Lycan.
Yeah.
Take all those objectives and everyone gets rich.
Okay, so I gotta say, one thing that's been really lackluster in this series so far has been the offlane choices. We've been seeing that, like we've been seeing the same four heroes: Sand King, Axe, LC, and Slaughter. Right? We haven't seen anybody dip outside of that. To be fair, the Bat Rider has been banned out.
There was the Veno game.
Oh, he's jungle.
And that was the game they won.
Okay, all right. So offlane Veno is what you're suggesting. What about the Faces Void? What about that? Where did he go?
10 seconds.
I don't know. That's a good point. it's kind of falling off though, because a lot of the partners you usually pick up with for Void has been kind of negated. Like OD Void has been a thing,
Okay.
but no one picks OD now, so I guess with that they don't really favor Void very much.
Would you say that Void is not very good in this series, where EHOME is looking to pressure and push, and he's not that good for that, and then LGD is looking to defend more? And
I think that's pretty fair.
Void's not the best hero for that either, so.
5 seconds.
All right,
They're
third
probably
pick.
just not strong enough. That's all.
Well, we could definitely see a carry Void. That's
Reserve time.
definitely within Ame's wheelhouse. I believe he did play yesterday, but we're gonna see an Ogre Magi here for LGD, so that definitely puts Sanking in a core position. Maybe played it mid earlier today in game number 1. Did not have a good game.
I mean, they have that option to
10 seconds to go.
run that dual lane. Sand King Ogre Magi is like pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, they could even try lane if they wanted to, if they have something in mind.
Yeah, the Dazzle trialing last game was actually super effective, at least for the first 2-3 minutes.
Yep. I mean, Sand King just makes it incredibly
Here
hard to
we
deal
go.
with.
Here we go. Alright, so I'm expecting this to be a mid Juggernaut, or at least a Juggernaut that maxes healing ward. And we're going to see a Huskar from LGD. They want to fight head on against the push. Is this the right move, Ilson?
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
What's wrong with picking an Alk right here?
10 seconds to go.
For LGD or
Yeah. Instead of the Huskar, I meant.
5 seconds.
Like,
Well, I mean,
Reserve time.
that's more in line of what you suggested in the last game, right? You just defend,
go for the late game, right?
go hold high ground, and just come at them with a strategy that they can't beat late game. Right now, it feels like LGD is actively fighting into EHOME early on. And I think
Well,
EHOME
there's
like
more
that.
of there's more of a potential to punish Alchemist when you have what I would assume Juggernaut mid,
Okay.
because with Rubik and Nyx Assassin, you actually can kill off Alchemist. I forgot what the matchup was the last time. It was a Pugna,
Right.
yeah. And
Well,
then their supports. I
ooh.
don't think. Okay, never mind.
All right, they're gonna do both.
They're doing it anyways. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
All right. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. I think it makes sense. Now, can EHOME break the high ground though? They got some decent regen from the Juggernaut, Pugna to Siege in the front lines, and they got a Darkseer as well. Interesting. What do you feel about the Darkseer in terms of what it provides to the team?
It gives you sustain. He's one of the heroes that
Early mech?
you definitely want the early mech, yeah, and he's a hero that can do it. Because you don't, I mean, you've seen how they run the Pugna. They don't want to pick up that mech on the Pugna.
Right, but you could pick some other heroes just to get the early mech. You could go off-lane Jakiro to get early mech. Like, what does Darkseer inherently, as a hero, bring to this push?
It's a little more offensive, because you have a Nyx and you have a Juggernaut. You can Ion Shell a Nyx. You can Ion Shell a Juggernaut. Spin Ion Shell and a Nyx by himself. It's more than enough to pick people off.
Okay. I could definitely see the Darkseer running circles in this team fight, because, I mean, Sand King Ogre, that's
5 seconds.
good lockdown, but, I mean, I feel like Darkseer is not going to be the priority getting lockdown.
He's probably going to start in the jungle too. You can even like get a couple levels in the jungle, and then you show up in the mid lane, you Ion Shell your Juggernaut and surge him, and you just walk up and spin on the Alchemist. It might be enough to kill.
Yeah, that's definitely a combination that you don't see too often, but the mid player definitely needs to be aware of that if O11 starts in the jungle. Chicken going to be playing our Juggernaut. Looks like he is going to be going mid. Pro Man Shield with Branch and 2 Share Tango going his way. Sylar, last time we saw him, he played mid, but the time before that, he went off lane. He might start off lane.
I think we're going to
here.
see it again.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see that again.
So you think O11 will go safe lane? With Garter, I guess?
Maybe they just do something next level, like jungle Darkseer, and give that Nyx the levels.
Okay. EHOME, they are 1 win away from qualifying to a spot 40 Summit 6 being held in Los Angeles, so definitely a big win for them should they get it. Meanwhile, LGD running the Alchemist again, being played by maybe XZ on the Ogre Magi. We got M99 playing that support Dazzle, Jasing on his offlane Sand King, and then Ame playing the Huskar. They're looking to even the series by taking this game and maybe win one more later on. Is there a draft that you kind of favor? Because, again, both these teams doing very different things.
I mean, I definitely like that LGD are finally, you know, making the change that I think they should have made, where they focus more on the late game and have a lineup that can actually defend against that early game style that EHOME has. Because, I mean, we saw time and time again, this seems to be the only thing they focus on, which is trying to end the game in 35 minutes or so.
Now, last game, when LGD had success defending it, they basically just ran at them, right? With Axe, with Alchemist, that was super tanky. They backed it up with Oracle. This game, though, I mean, Huskar, I guess, really good at running people. Alchemist, once he gets farm, is really good at running people. I feel like EHOME has a little bit more play to their lineup. I feel like they're okay being ran at as well, because they got the Nyx, they got the Juggernaut. They could frontline pretty easily. All right.
I think the Juggernaut is one of the biggest and most important changes compared to the second game that they had, where they ran the Pugna. I think Juggernaut is a lot stronger than... what was it that they ran?
They ran a Make Pugna, and I'm not exactly sure. I think they had Sand King as one of their cores. I'm not positive.
Axe?
Yeah.
God, it was... Well, whatever it was, I'm more convinced with the Juggernaut, because even if the game goes late, they have a decent fighting lineup with the Darkseer and the Juggernaut.
Yeah. And the thing that you mentioned in the draft is that Juggernaut's going to threaten the Alchemist a tiny bit more than the Pugna would, right? Like, if you have the right ganking support coming through, maybe you see a spin kill. Alright, I am losing a lot of frames, so I'm going to go for a quick reconnect. Hopefully I'm not going to miss too much action, but you gotta help me out here.
Not too much happening. Garter just casually strolling through. They're making the lane swaps again. Pugna TP's down. Nyx runs all the way down. Old 11's TP's up. And Lanham is still here for a moment.
So what are the new lanes that we're looking at?
We're looking at Pugna and Nyx in the bottom lane against the Sand King and Lanham. Oh, they just ignore him. They don't even touch him. His TP was so long because Sylar TP down here as well.
Alright, back in the mid lane.
Darkseer against the Tri lane, and they are in their own safe lane, 3v1ing the Sand King.
So basically we're going into a farm fest, right? Because Huskar is going to get some farm up top. Sylar is going to get some farm bottom. Although Sand King is actually going to get away with a lot. Seems like Rubik not exactly being able to zone him out. He's going to opt for the pulls instead.
Yeah, I mean, Sand King was left alone down here against the Darkseer. He got level 4, and I don't think there's any way these supports can handle him now.
Yeah, so dangerous if you go up to harass him. He Burrow Shreks you, applies the Caustic Finale, and just essentially trades right click. He's got the boots advantage already. In fact, he steals the stack, or steals the pool here away from the EHOME supports.
Yeah, this is rough for them.
Yep. This is quite important though for EHOME. Like, Sylar needs to have that amazing start. He's going for the same build every single game, which is the Arcane Aether Lens into Ags, and he's looking to Siege Tower from a very safe distance, but you know, every time he pops near the tower right now, there are, you know, Huskar jumps, there are Alchemist acid sprays that he needs to worry about.
Well, we might be able to see something happen in the mid lane soon. Juggernaut's going to hit level 6 before the Alchemist does.
Okay.
Maybe he'll get a solo kill?
And that's really the only window you're going to have, right? Because once he gets level 6, his HP pool is going to be generally too high. Okay, they're going to fight for the rune here. Looks like Alchemist is going to get that regen.
Oh, 6 gold for that healing ward.
Easy golden cats slayed. And everybody on the side of EHOME has golden items. Well, Chicken's still not level 6 yet, but he is going to get help of Garter. They'll drive maybe away.
Not going to do too much to him. He does have a regen rune as well.
Yeah.
He does opt for that level 1 stun though.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna force out the spin. That's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he spun for that. I guess he is bottle crowing though.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's like, fine, I have a regen rune running, so I'm gonna use all my mana. EHOME supports rotating up top. Dire should have vision of this. In fact, Dire have a row of like observers kind of in the vicinity, but they don't actually see the hero. But overall, the pace of the game really favors LGD, right? They got 2 cores that
I
are
would
just...
say so.
Yeah.
But I mean, EHOME are just waiting for those levels and core items again. You wait for the mech. You wait for the Aether Lens on your... Oh, hold that thought. Bottom lane, they're going on Sylar.
Sylar down to about half HP immediately. Decrepify TP. Last time he was trying all of this, he kept getting dispelled by the Oracle, but this time around, there's none of that. At least not right now.
Not enough damage unless it's next to a creep wave. You actually need the Caustic Finale to get that kill, I think. Nice.
Uh-oh, oh, Chicken taking quite a bit of damage. Is he gonna get stunned up here? Nah, he's got the
Oh, they're
spin.
diving top?
Top lane here. Ports are coming in here, and now 011 might be a little bit of trouble. Surge is on cooldown. He's gonna get stunned up. Ame going on Garter here. Garter is gonna pop the spike, stunning Ame a little bit here. Ignite's gonna fly through. I think Garter might just actually die. The Fire Spear is doing so much damage. That's gonna be an easy first blood. 6 minutes in for Ame.
Well, they do rotate in the Sand King, so this gives Sylar a little bit of space to pressure this tier 1 bottom.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna maybe blast it twice before Hero shows up, but pressure is pressure. Oh, Lanham looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble here. XC cannot get off that Fire Blast. Ports are coming in. Ooh, nice impale. That's gonna hit you. Oh, Lanham turns around with the Fable, and that will drive them away.
Dire buildings are tough as nails for now. Dire's
Look at Sylar, no one's coming down here.
Yeah, pops that killer.
More than 2.
Let's go. He might actually just get this.
I think he'll just get it. Oh, but old chicken in the middle lane. Chain stun.
He's got spin. Omni Slash giving himself a little bit more time, spinning himself out of there. Spin to win. He is going to survive. Does give up a very long cooldown to do so, but...
I mean, on the bright side, he had Arcane Rune up, so it's not as long.
Okay.
It's only 91 seconds.
Sylar just working on a tower. Got him.
Got it.
Actually, he has Aether. 7 minutes in. Is he going Aether?
Alright.
Yeah, he buys it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just like you said, he goes the same build every game. Why
Oh.
change now?
I don't know. Maybe some sort of adjustment. We haven't seen Huskars in those games, right?
You're right.
Alright.
Silver Edge Pug now.
Got him.
I mean, it might own here. If you can afford it, I think it owns. But
Look, I think Gods is watching the chat. He kept convincing me that there was a build where you go Shadowblade Pugna.
taking hits.
I think I mean,
That's not too far off, dude.
dude. You get Silver Edge, right?
Okay.
And you get Dagon 5. That's your Huskar counter right there.
Dire's mid tower.
You won't see it coming.
You went quiet. That's like the kind of silence where you're doubting.
No, I said you won't see it coming, dude.
Dire might want to mine.
It's so good that I didn't see it coming. No.
Do nothing.
You want to avoid the gank? That's fine. Sylar is at your towers. Oh, Landrum though, he might be in a lot of
Landrum.
trouble. Burrow Strike max range. Ahmed's gonna pick up the kill. I think. Yeah, they're gonna let the fire burn. Take it down
Nope,
and
Ogre got it.
oh, the ignite, dude.
Mine the top tower.
Okay. Well, LGD's gonna trade for a tower themselves, but you know normally this is a okay move against any other team, but a Pugna team, he's gonna just stab more of your towers.
I mean, he's walking mid already. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's running there as fast as he can. I'm gonna start blasting away at this tower.
and that's pretty fast. You got high base movement speed here.
Radiant structure.
Pugna walks up to your power, bang, one blast.
Yep. They do have another fortify.
Ain't a pretty sight right now.
Okay. They're not using it during the
they're gonna-
blast. They should be using it during the blast to block one of them. There you go. No
Well, they're
45.
waiting for it.
Okay.
You want to wait for it because you always have that opportunity to go for a deny.
All right. There's that blast right now getting blocked.
Radiant's bottom.
I don't know that a Pugna would ever put it in deny unless you get it denied. Seems like a mistake on the Pugna player.
Well, I mean, he just did it right there, right? If they didn't block that, that was going to be in deny range.
True, true. You're right. Alright, Pugna finally out of mana. He needs to go base a bit. The thing about his build that is, as we mentioned it multiple times, is doesn't have any mana regen. Like, really requires support from your allies with their Arcane Boosts.
Bottom lane. they're going
Random
on to
surged
Dazzle.
up, and now they're gonna go for the kill spin coming against M99 Grave, but no TP, so he is definitely dead.
I think he actually did try to TP. He got immediately vacuumed though.
Oh, I see. Okay, and Chicken saving his cooldown. A lot of players would have just Omni there, but Iron Shell just walked him down, getting the kill. And looking at Sylar, he's got mana, he's got a clarity too, he's right back. Well, this is definitely a lot better than what happened in game 2, where they ran the Pugna and lost the game essentially in 15 minutes. Right now, they are
They
definitely
didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah. So point booster is gonna get ticked up here by Sylar.
Oh, look at Maybe. He's going for that early game build. He's got Medallion.
Interesting.
This is a Solar Crest game? The Solar Crest Silver Edge game?
I mean, if you're running at them, it allows you to run at them much earlier. At the same time, though, there's nothing like having a Radiance to run at people. It takes a toll on the supports, and now EHOME's striking at tier 2s. Uh-oh. I think maybe LGD underestimated how quickly EHOME will push. And they're trying to
Sylar
run.
has so much farm, but he's so under leveled because he's just running from lane to lane.
It's fine, just buy a tome, dude. Oh, did land
Oh,
him?
and they got the acid.
Oh, for a second I thought he got Chemical Rage again. You're...
Pretty sure he would like that a lot.
Yeah.
But he'll have to live with the acid.
Tower's gonna go down here. Sylar blast it down. Oh no, he puts it in deny range. Meanwhile, it looks like Ame has picked up, or been killed top lane. Pretty important kill by EHOME. I don't know, Steven. It's looking like an EHOME 3-1 to me, dude.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
I
look
mean,
at this
LGD
scope ref.
definitely have that line. They definitely have the lineup to do it this time.
I think I would be much more confident for LGD's play if they had a Radiance coming their way. But maybe he's actually recognizing that this is not the same game where he gets to get away with free farm. He's being heavily pressured, and he might just lose the game with, you know, Radiance not being finished.
Surprisingly, Ame has kind of fallen off in farm. No armlet yet. 12 minutes in.
Yeah, he spent like a full minute just pushing a bottom tower, which I think he regrets now, as, you know.
I mean, they didn't even get it.
Yeah. Now Garter's gonna pour it out. I mean, that is a problem with Huskar, right? He just doesn't farm that quickly.
They're not fighting either, so he's not getting kills. I mean, he got killed, in fact.
So what's the game plan now for LGD when they're coming to your mid towers with that Pugna?
You just have to do your best to turtle. You drop acid, you ignite spam, heal your creep wave once maybe with Dazzle.
Okay.
They do have Blink on Sand King. If they're gonna make pickoffs happen, this is it.
You know, this game is giving me that
They
fond
should-
memory of the TI4 finals. We have 4 kills in 13 minutes and a whole bunch of tower push down.
Okay. So it was TI4, the Death Ball strat.
Here we go. We're gonna see Lanham lifting up. Maybe does have the chemical rage, but look at the damage! Decrepify blast. Actually, there wasn't even a Decrepify. They just blast life drain, and he did.
Well, we can see, thanks to that fight recap,
Was there a Decrepify?
there is in fact no decrep.
All right.
Nope.
All right. Old Chicken is behind the towers. Sylar continue to blast. And I do believe Aghanims is up relatively soon. I think he's been buying a couple parts on the courier already.
No, I think that's actually all he has.
Are you sure? I feel like he's much more...
Believe me, it's only 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, but he's got like 4 tower assets.
Still.
Oh, Burrow
One of them got
Strike.
denied.
We'll find Sylar. He's at half HP, but, you know, there's no backup.
Ooh, they got a Burrow Strike though.
Okay,
A lot of them's happy with that. That's like one of the best skills you can steal.
sure.
But that does buy them a lot of time because I mean, look at Sylar. He has to walk all the way back, and he can't even TP out, so he has to heal and walk all the way back out.
And looks like LG wants to take a fight off of this, and they do have a Fighting Alchemist. Or are they going straight into the Roshan pit? Medallion is
wanna
decent for
catch
that.
them.
Burrow Strike not gonna hit anybody.
Oh,
Anybody.
God.
And Lanham. Okay, nicely
One
tossed
more
back,
charge?
dude. Land him with the plays. We'll make it home fine. All right, we're gonna settle
LGD
for
have to be
Roche.
careful here. Sylar making his way back out slowly.
You're totally right about the whole
Wasting his time.
Yeah,
it
walking
was
back
worth
and
it.
forth. So Sylar always
This
picks up
is-
the Staff of Wizardry. I think we were kind of joking about it in the past, but you know, int does translate into damage. Style
I
damage.
mean, it gives them everything. It gives them a larger mana pool. You can spam out more.
Yep.
Gives you a little bit more of mana regen.
I mean,
Going
it's so
bottom lane.
common to see
This
you build into an Ogre Club, right? Just to get more HP when you're going X, but that's not what he wants. Looks like they want to fight here. Oh, Chick in the front line breaks a smoke. He's going to spin immediately. The Sun will find Lanham. That's a two-man Burrow Strike, but Lanham is going to be fine.
Oh,
He burrows
huge
away
damage.
and gets a kill. The mech's going to rejuvenate everybody back up. And now I think EHOME looking okay to take a fight here. The wall is starting to do a little bit of damage. Illusions are chasing them down, and here comes...
They have to run.
Okay, maybe he's gonna have a stun off, but Ame taking a ton of damage. And Oh Chicken spinning for the win here. Ame, is he porting out? He's fighting. He's looking to do as much damage as possible. He is decrepit up, so he can't attack anymore. That should be the end of the fight. Looks like the fire has burned down the Rubik. And EHOME is still on the chase. Oh Chicken looking strong. He is gonna get stunned up. He's still got a decent mana pool to work with. The Impale will hit against XZ. And the spin will give them yet another kill. Oh, the Decrep spin? Decrep Blast. Damage output, insane.
Let me try to do this math really quickly. 30% increased magic damage. 325. All right, this is too much number crunching. It's a lot of damage. Let's go with that.
It's 10%, right? You could just check by hovering over his attack.
No, I'm talking about the decrep.
Oh, the crep, right?
Increase.
The crep's
'Cause
only
it used to
25,
be like
right?
it used to be a flat amount. No.
I'm just reading the tooltip. I don't know
30.
what ally increased magic damage, 25%.
It's 25 for your allies only at all levels.
Oh, for yourself is 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Reading is also a difficult thing. All right,
All right,
LGD.
LGD going for the Roshan. Are they gonna do it in time? This is so slow, even with the
Medallion, acid spray. They're gonna have
they're just running straight there.
Weave is gonna give them a little bit more tank as the fight breaks out, but man, Ame's getting bashed. This is not good, dude. But they are gonna get it. Who's gonna pick up the Aegis? Ame will.
LGD have to be really careful here.
Burrow Strike. Looks like they found Lanham, but Lanham has Burrow Strike stolen, so he can Burrow Strike away. He burrows to low ground. Somehow he's still alive. He nukes Ame. Ame's gonna regen back up. He'll be fine. Looks like we're gonna see a TPL attempt here by 11. He's gonna get picked up here as well. And this is where the LGD train will begin rolling. There's no pressure up top. Somebody's drawing circles up there. I think Sylar could have been up there just blasting towers all of this time. But LGD now looking ready to strike tier 2s. Oh,
Yeah.
guard
Very
ready.
unfortunate for Lanham. I think they were convinced that their jungle was like dewarded, but he was like standing over here. He was standing over here and pretty much underneath the ward. And getting picked off like that, they decided this isn't a fight we can take, and they lose 2 in the process.
I'm actually surprised that they had vision, even though there's the ward that the trees should have actually helped the Rubik a bit, but I guess they saw him walking into the trees. And...
Yeah, they definitely saw him walking.
Alright, Life Drain is available as 0 cooldown. And LGD will get a tier 2. Okay, LGD showing some signs of life. The gold graph is dipping down towards them. So what's the hump that LGD needs to get over where you could say that, you know, this game is in their bag? Like, what kind of item do we need to see? What kind of timing do we need to hit?
I don't think there really is too much of a timing. It's more of a, they just have to buy as much time as they can for this Alchemist to catch up, because he went for an early fighting build, and he's just not that strong.
Okay.
You have to, you need time for your Alchemist to catch up.
Well, it looks
I
like
mean,
the
how
one that-
often is it that you see an Alchemist this poor?
Not too often. He's actually 4th on the network here. Ame getting blown up under the tower, down to about half HP. Meanwhile, though, Sanking's dead. Vacuum back onto 2. That's going to hit on MD99. And maybe. Meanwhile, Ame's tanking up on the front line. He does have the Aegis, but Graves gonna help him out. He's right-clicking, and it looks like Old Chicken, he will be fine. He's got a lot of rejuvenation on the background. Look at the stuns on Ame, but he's still alive. How is he actually alive? Ame giving him the life drain, but he's still okay. Now they're gonna focus on maybe instead. Maybe he's fine as well. He's got the chemical rage going. Ame getting stunned up again, but he's got the healing. In fact, he wants to turn. He gets healed up again. He jumps in Silo. He will finally die. The question is, will he die a second time? He's in the middle of everybody. He will get hit by one stun. The vacuum's gonna be back on them. I think Alchemist just killed himself to the ward. Yeah, XC's on the run. And now Old Chicken's on the chase. They see M99. Oh, poor Dazzle. Okay, he dodges the stun.
Dodges the stun.
But
he's completely out of mana.
yeah, phase
he's just gonna have to buy as much time.
Alright, Alchemist.
Great.
Okay, he's dead.
He's dead.
So,
He made space.
Alchemist killing himself, not part of the game plan. But suddenly Sylar's in front of your base with a full mana pool. I'm not sure how he got a full mana pool after a fight where they kill Huskar twice. But he has a full mana pool. So let's go. Blink Impale will hit on
A lot of
Jacin.
mana boots.
Yeah.
A lot of mana boots and a lot of wand charges.
Alright, Sylar brings the tower
They're
down
just gonna
to
get
half
damaged,
HP.
though.
And they'll back off.
Radiant's top tower.
I'm not sure if the maybe Gambit of fighting build has paid off. I'm gonna say no. As you're pointing out, his net worth is super low, and if he went for the farming build, I don't know. You could say that he probably wouldn't have completed his Radiance by now, given the game state, but the team would have.
I mean, they definitely feel the pressure of EHOME's early game. They probably just didn't want to take the risk. They lost 2 games already. It's potentially their last one. They just didn't want to take any risks and felt that this is probably the safer option.
Okay. Well, safety is.
I mean, in hindsight, he probably would have thought that that was probably the better idea as well.
Okay. Well, Alchemist is about to hit level 11, 22 minutes in, so.
Yeah, that's rough. Look, and he just got all of his farm stolen by the Sand King.
I mean, he's got 1 point in Grievous Greed, right? He's not even.
That's true.
I don't know.
I mean, he's only 11 too, so he's not going to be hitting 12 anytime soon. The rest of his Grievous levels are going to be very slow.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, I understand getting a point into your stun, but what do you think about maxing stun?
I feel like it's not really necessary as a fighting build. I mean, I probably would have went 3 levels or something and went for 2 levels of greed. So you have 4-3-2 at least.
Well, the natural.
That's just my opinion.
The natural follow-up to this is the Solo Crest, right? Like, that's generally what you build after the medallion. But I feel like.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that great here because the other team only has a Juggernaut for right-clicking, and your team only has Huskar, and Huskar is most likely going to be off doing his own thing. It's very hard to focus fire, I guess.
Okay. I mean, if you look at the last team fight, for a long time there, it was Ame just tanking up in the front. And giving him the Solar Crest buff might be pretty decent. There was a lot of right-click laid in there in between.
Maybe.
Now, we'll see what he gets. It feels like he needs, like, BKB and a Mjolnir just to pop up. Because he is... I don't know how he's going to farm and tank. Right, Ame, though. He has no trouble tanking in the front.
Ame is like their only hope right now. Maybe is way too underfarmed to be...
Bottom lane, looks like somebody got caught here. Just thinks he's going to get lifted. They steal his Burrow Strike, but he's already onto the low ground. Oh, Chicken, looking for the spin. Oh my god, the Decrepify spin doing some work. Maybe he's going to stun himself. And that Nether Ward, dude, is just zapping everybody.
Brave saves lives.
Alright. No Chicken. Back on the sieging plan. He does have the max healing ward build. Doesn't have it max yet, but... Blink Impale.
They just want to do damage right now. I wouldn't put too much stock into the siege. It's not like a, a base-breaking siege.
Okay, well, Sylar getting caught like this is not going to be the plan. 3-man back wall, but Sylar is already dead. And you can see that Old Chicken trying his best. There's a buyback on Sylar. They are committed to this siege. Impale will hit on Ame, but they're okay with him tanking. And that was an excellent pick by LGD, showing some signs of life. I mean, if they get Sylar a second time, the push is done.
They didn't even use their epicenter. I think they're still capable of fighting. I think this buyback is a mistake.
Okay. I mean, EHOME sees it differently, right? They just want to end the game ASAP, so...
Yeah, but this is such a risky play. They don't have Omni Slash. They don't have anything, and they have the back, and you just wasted buyback on Sylar.
Yeah, and Sylar with his Nether Warp position every time outside the base. I think against a Huskar, definitely not the place to put it.
I think Sylar needs to buy BKB now.
Just for all the initiation. I mean, I feel like they've been really just chain stunning him. They have so much lockdown.
Yeah, that's why I think he needs to BKB. I think you go BKB into maybe Shiva's for this carry Pugna build.
Well, the buyback is definitely not going to help him for that plan. EHOME now needs to defend their own tier 1. This is like going down mid for both teams. Link Impale, not going to hit on anything. Ame will back off, but Jasing gets lifted up. Oh, they don't connect on the Burrow Strike, but look at the ward! The Crab Ward doing so much damage at Jasing. He just lost, I don't know, like hundreds of HP. And now EHOME goes the other way. Jasing's gonna port home, or will he? Vacuum and Impale hitting simultaneously. They lose the Ogre. The Fusil Blade gets picked up, but relatively short.
Here they go
respawn.
again.
30
seconds till Ogre comes back. There's a Blink Dagger on Auk, so he is going hard in.
Radiant's top tower is in bad shape.
Alright, I mean, if you're gonna go this build, then you definitely go for that max stun build.
I hear a stun being channeled right now. Okay. Ame gets lifted out. Burrow Strike's gonna hit here from the Rubik. Ame's dropping low, but he could heal himself back up. Oh my god. Man, that mana ward just zapped him for a bit too. And again, that Nether Ward's gonna get claimed here. 80 gold to Ame. This game is super tense.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Alright. Rubik. Oh man, how many pairs of arcane boots do they have? 3 just popped off simultaneously.
Radiant's top tower is
Here we go
Alright,
again.
I see an ultimate orb on Sylar. Is this a Sheep Stick? Or is this a Lincoln?
Lincoln's?
I feel like Lincoln's would be pretty good here.
Yeah, I think Lincoln's is not bad as well. But Lincoln's contributes to, you know, that all-in plan even further, right? Sheep is gonna at least be good. No matter what. But LGD holds. They bought themselves quite a bit of time. Are we gonna see the 5-man down mid, the other direction again?
I mean, they don't want them to gain momentum. You definitely don't want them to be as 5-man. Checking for
LGD?
Roshan first.
Yeah, not
Almost there.
I like this Blink build quite a bit on maybe. I feel like they see the weakness, which is the Sylar Pugna, right? You just kind of converge on him, blow him up. Without the Pugna Nether Blast, they don't really have that much damage. Juggernaut gives you some. The Nyx give you some, but I think Pugna is the one that's dealing the most. Alright, EHOME does have a scan here. It finds Jasing. They surge up here. Immediate blink away, and everybody retreat. They see Ame here, but Ame defuse a blade, gets rid of the heal. He doesn't have a BKB or anything. They purge him again, vacuum back. He's gonna be dead. Nope, there's gonna be Grave, but he tosses him back further. He has no mana. He has no mana for the heal. He's dead. Multiple diffusal blades to use buyback check.
He does have buyback. He has 1800.
Yeah, but he definitely does not.
I mean, this is a
want to use
big win for EHOME. If they don't buy back on the Huskar, they're gonna lose their Rex.
They have to buy back. Epicenter, they
jumping
wanted
on
to
him,
channel
going
right
on.
now, and they're going to buy back. They're going to focus on Old Chicken. But the mech's going to come through, giving them a lot of HP back. Here comes the Huskar buyback. He's going to focus land him on the back line. He actually can't focus on anything. Sylar being man-fought up, and Ame being grave out. He is going in for the Sylar kill. The Sylar keeping himself alive with a life drain. He finally dies. He trades his life for Ame. Ame with a dieback. Do they have what it takes to keep on going? Okay, that's done. Somehow saving XZ. 1-for-1 trade after the buyback, but no epicenter. Chemical Rage is ending now. And there's still a Juggernaut
in a couple
alive.
seconds.
I don't know, okay. Rain's gonna get stunned up
Weave is
again.
running out.
Blinks. Okay, nice spin here. Dodging it up. And that healing ward sitting on the back line. Alright, range Rax is... Ooh, Blink Impale
this is going
second
for-
time. They have Grave, Maybe he's gonna get Graved up here, but how will he make it home? Well, that Force Staff was pretty good. Jasing stuns himself up to the spike, and he's gonna be dead as well. LGD facing
a rack.
elimination here in the grand finals, and EHOME, they are getting the first set of racks. Okay, Glyph is gonna come out. Huskar, 2 seconds. Are they actually gonna hold this?
I think at this stage you just. Oh,
They actually hold, and there's a buyback on the Sand King. Huskar's porting in as well. No, that's just saying. They see Garter. They find Garter on the right side. Spikes on cooldown. They do get him. That's going to be the 1 kill. And that's all they get. Very disciplined Dota from EHOME. They retreat all at the same time. Just saying, still looking for stragglers. He has 4-staff blink. But he's not going to find anybody. And Nyx is going to buy back. Roche.
He fought back?
Yeah, for Roche, right? Because they can't let them get Roche. Okay, they
Oh,
find
no,
Lanham.
Lanham is caught.
But Lanham has Burrow
he does have
Strike.
Burrow
He's
Strike.
fine. Ame's going to go hunt for a little bit more. He's going to jump further up, and Lanham is dead. He buys back as well. Okay. Meanwhile, on the right side, looks like maybe he's found. Does he have Grave? Where is Dazzle? Okay, Dazzle's here. He applies the weave. There's a vacuum back. The wall's going to be there. On the right side, though, it's going to be Burrow Strike hitting on Jasing. Jasing's impaled up as well. Keep in mind that he bought back for this. He cannot die. 4-staff. He needs to burrow on the right ground. He's going to be dead. Oh, Chicken on the front line. He's going for Ame. Ame dies again. Oh, no. That's going to be 48 seconds without Huskar. XZ's trying to run away. He's trying to port home. Do we have vacuum? No, we have a zap from Lanham.
Oh, this is a melee Rax.
No, they're going to go for Roche. Is Roche more important than melee?
I don't think so. I think you go for mid Rax. Yeah, okay, they make the decision.
Okay.
I mean, you might as well go for the Rax, right? Because you have enough time, or you could just take both.
Okay. I don't think they could take both because Ame will be back by then, right?
I mean, they have everything up. I think
Yeah.
I think they take both. I don't think LGD risk it.
Okay. Well, EHOME will definitely take the first lane of Rex. Roshan or no Roshan afterwards. And right now, Old Chicken is getting way too big, way too fast. This Diffusal Blade purchase has gotten, what, the multiple buybacks, gotten them the mid-racks. Definitely the best purchase. And now he has Basher on top of that. And perhaps
Yeah,
even
he has 8
Aegis.
more charges.
Oh, he's even got upgraded. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, you said that LGD, maybe it's too risky for them to go, but can you make the argument that they have to take this risk? Because they are...
Yeah, I think they do. I think you're right about that.
They're not going to win this game
If you don't contest it, I mean, you're just waiting to lose.
Alright, and they are making him play. Maybe he's going to sit on the front line. He is really the designated tank, it feels like. And we do see the Chemical Rage being charged up right here. Is he going to blink? His smoke's going to cancel. He's going to go right on 0-11, but he's stunned up immediately on the back line. Burrow Strike only hits one. They wanted Sylar. Sylar getting blown up right now. He's getting healed up. Sylar can have life drain, and he will be life draining. In fact, he's going to life drain just seeing XZ on the back line. He's going to be dead, and now it's going to be full retreat for Maybe. But how do you run away from Diffusal Blade? Sylar on the back line. Just going off with this life drain. Ame's on the run, but Diffusal Blaze after him. They are chasing him down. Old Chicken does not have Blink, but he has Phase Boots. And they will chase everybody back. Jasing trying to do what he can with the split push. But Old Chicken's in front of the door, knocking. Alright, more buybacks coming out. Blink Impale not going to hit. And this it feels like the last hurrah for LGD. Tier 3 is already down Sylar, sieging 2 Raxes at once. Okay, they're gonna go on Sylar again, but he's so tanky. Burrow Strike, he's got Surge, and he's able to be being searched out. Garder's gonna hit 2 with his Impale. Ame's out of mana. Looks like they hold the base for now.
They have Healing Ward now. They just heal up. Turn it around.
Alk wants to chase. Okay, cancels the TP. Jasing's right here. Blink. Burrow, that's gonna
This
hit.
could be really bad for LGD.
Oh, Jasing is in there, and Jasing is dead. They are just all running in, uncoordinated, one by one. Ame goes in, but he's just dead. I think one team is on tilt right now, and they sense
Oh
it.
my god, and they're just gonna lose everyone to this
Yeah.
Diffusal Blade.
M99 is gonna go down. XZ's gonna go down. And EHOME, cool, calm, and collected. They go right back to the base. Alchemist is the only person alive, and I don't think he hold this.
GG is called.
GG. And that was a great game. I mean, EHOME full in control of the game, but you saw that LGD was trying to make some plays, multiple buybacks, but it wasn't enough.
I think it was just a little too much commitment to the fighting Alk build. I mean, his next item was going to be a BKB, but it's not going to really do anything. It's just not enough.
Well, what's your final thought on Pugna overall? We saw it lose in game 2, but this one, I mean, it was game plan. What?
Pugna's, my opinion on Pugna is that he's pretty damn insane if you have the right lineup for it.
So it was like 8-minute Aether Lens, walked around the whole map, taking all 6 outer towers. I think one of them was denied. And I know he wasn't eventually the start of the game that went to Old Chicken with his Diffusal Blade Basher build that just purged up Ame multiple times. But damn, look at the building damage, close to 9k. Just insane.
Yep. Very well played by EHOME. I'm glad I made that 3-1 prediction.
Yeah, and EHOME will be going to Los Angeles as the final, I guess, qualifier spot here for the Chinese region. Congratulations to them. And that's going to be the end of our broadcast today as well. Shout out to Aosin for joining us for multiple Chinese qualifier games as well as this grand final. You can follow him at Aosin Dota. And of course, you can follow me at Luminous Inverse as well. We are done, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.